Good afternoon. Hi, it is Saturday, August the 8th, 2020, and it is a beautiful day here in North Carolina. A little hot, but beautiful. And sorry about the under eye treatment going on. I'm trying out the Grayson Stella under eye treatments, and this is the best time for me to do it. And if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Christine Kingston, and I'm a grateful 3-year recovering addict. And I come to you from Elizabeth City, North Carolina, to read to you the Day by Day by Hazelden, the Daily Reflections by Alcoholics Anonymous, and the Just for Today Daily Meditation by Narcotics Anonymous. And I read these so you don't have to. And I also read them for my mental health, because a lot of times in these books, give me answers to some of the problems that I have going on in my daily life. And these books are just not for addicts and alcoholics. They are for all people. You don't have to be in the program to want to read these books. They do give you some spiritual guidance, and that's what some of us need, is a little spirituality. And with that being said, I'm going to start with the Day by Day by Hazelden, August the 8th, if I can turn the page. If I can turn the page. Okay. August the 8th, Knowing God's Love. Our higher power has always loved us and always will. Our major problem is learning to accept and believe that. While using mind-altering chemicals, we were unable to accept God's love. Later, we found we could not even believe in God's love. We found we could not accept the idea that God's love was perfect. We soon learned it is we who suffer from imperfection. If we desire to know God's perfect love, we cannot come to Him with our own preconceived ideas. God will teach us about His perfect love when we clear ourselves out of the way. Eventually, we will know always that God is loving us now. Am I absolutely sure that God loves me? God, may I know you are loving me now. And that is something that happens when you first come into the rooms or into a program, is that you are really not into the God thing, because you believe that God caused all of your problems. And we refuse to look at what we did to cause those problems. So it's not unusual for us to feel that way. So if you feel that way, it's not unusual. We all feel that way at one time or another. And even in recovery, sometimes we still believe that God has done something to us intentionally, and that's just not true. You know, things happen, and we just have to learn how to deal with them. So moving on to the Daily Reflections by Alcoholics Anonymous, August the 8th. Made a list. Made a list of all persons we had harmed. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 77. And that's out of the Big Blue Book by Bill and Bob of Alcoholics Anonymous. When I approached the 8th step, I wondered how I could list all the things that I had done to other people, since there were so many people and some of them weren't alive anymore. Some of the hurts I inflicted were bad, but they really bothered me. Weren't bad, but they really bothered me. The main thing to see is that this step was to become willing to do whatever I had to do to make these amends to the best of my ability at that particular time. Where there is will, there's a way. So if I want to feel better, I need to unload the guilt feelings I have. A peaceful mind has no room for feelings of guilt. With the help of my higher power, if I am honest with myself, I can cleanse my mind of these feelings. And yes, guilty for hurting others is a big thing as well, because we feel guilty about the things that we did when we were in active addiction, and it's just really guilt feeling. We suffer with that until we can make the amends. If you make the amends, then this guilt feeling tends to go away. I have not reached my 8th step yet, so even though I haven't reached that step, there are people that I have already made amends with, and they have been, I have been grateful that they have forgiven me for the things that I have done. So, with that being said, we're going to move on to the Just for Today Daily Meditation by Narcotics Anonymous. And it says, August the 8th, Responsible Recovery. Let me get my glasses so I can read this fully. And just so happens my glasses fit over my eye patches. Okay, responsible recovery. We accept responsibility for our problems and see that we're equally responsible for our solution. Basic text, page 97. Some of us, well accustomed to leaving our personal responsibilities to others, may attempt the same behavior in recovery. We quickly find out it doesn't work. For instance, we are considering making a change in our lives, so we call our sponsor and ask what we should do. Under the guise of seeking direction, we are actually asking our sponsor to assume responsibility for making a decision about our life. Or maybe we've been short with someone at a meeting, so we ask that person's best friend to make our apologies for us. Perhaps we've imposed on a friend several times in the last month to cover our service commitment. Could it be that we've asked a friend to analyze our behavior and identify our shortcomings rather than taking our own personal inventory? Recovery is something that has to be worked for. It isn't going to be handed to us on a silver platter, nor can we expect our friends or our sponsor to be responsible for the work we must do ourselves. We recover by making our own decisions, doing our own service, and working our own steps. By doing it for ourselves, we receive the rewards. Just for today, I accept responsibility for my life and my recovery. And yes, that is me. I accept my responsibilities and do not ask anybody for help. If I am chairperson for that month, I show up, and I show up like I'm supposed to and do my service commitment. I'm also public relations, so I handle public relations in my area, so I do not ask anybody for help. I do not ask my sponsor for suggestions on something that I have to make a decision on. Now, if it's a decision that really needs another person's opinion, I talk to my mom, because me and my mom are very close. We've lived with each other all of our lives, and she is my best friend, my mother, and my everything. And she really helps me out. And with that being said, I'm going to close with the Serenity Prayer. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference, just for today. And remember, guys, this is not the only thing I do. I have a giveaway going on right now, and I will leave that link to the video down in my description box, along with the rules and the YouTube disclosure. because YouTube is not affiliated with any of my giveaways. I buy the products, or they're products that I receive in subscription boxes. And right now I have my 200 subscriber appreciation giveaway going on. So feel free to go and enter, but you have to be publicly subscribed. You have to be 18 years or older, and you have to have a U.S. shipping address. I cannot ship international because it's a little expensive. And I do check to see if you're publicly subscribed. So make sure that you are publicly subscribed. Also, I am having face masks Saturday night tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live. So come out and support. And we have some chit chat going on. So I'm thinking about going to the Dollar Tree today, so I'll probably have a little haul. And with that being said, I'm an affiliate with Moonglow Jewelry. Go check them out. I have 2 pieces on right now. This one says Hope, and this one says Faith, and this one was a gift from one of my subscribers, Miss Tanya Love. Thank you for the mid-ring. It fits perfect, and it doesn't come off, along with a couple of other rings that I wear. I think that's it, other than in the background is my granddaughter. I have my grandbabies today, and I'm going to go live and do a get ready with me. So, if you can see this video before, come out and support, and I will see you in my next video. Love you lots. Bye-bye.